Hi lovies, and welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, my name is Malinda's channel. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so that anytime I upload a video, you will be the first person to be notified. And to my returning subscribers, to those people that share my videos and also educate you guys are the real MVP. Thank you so much. All right, lovelies, let's dive into this video. So, lovelies, I came across this trending video on my For You page on TikTok about the audio record of the said Sen who happened to give a false information to the police. That was 2 years ago before this incident happened, and this has been going around on TikTok and all of social media, and I was able to put up the stage. I'm just gonna roll the clip as well as some of the stitches I was able to put together. Please leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. Alright lovelies, let's dive into it.
So, breaking news. I'm about to share with you an audio recording. An audio recording obtained by CBS News reveals that 2 years prior to the shooting of Sonia Massey in Springfield, Illinois, Deputy Sean Grayson was reprimanded for putting false information in his police report. He was working at the Logan County Sheriff's Office at the time, one of the 6 sheriff's departments he's worked at in the last 4 years. So let's take a listen to the audio together.
7 months on. How are you still employed by us?
I don't know.
Sean, do you understand what I am saying?
Yes, I do, sir.
And I've had this conversation with you before. If we can't trust what you say and what you see, we can't have you in our uniform. I'm calling you on your integrity. How does that make you feel?
I'm learning from it.
Are you angry with me for it?
I don't.
Do you understand it?
Yes. I don't get angry with this because, one, I have no experience. Before I came here, I had no experience. 2, I wasn't allowed to do this right here. I was not allowed to review my videos.
This is termination. I'm getting goosebumps. This is extremely concerning. Everybody likes you. I gotta be able to trust you. Was this a purposefully done lie?
No. I full-heartedly, I still believed I was on North Madison until you just pulled up Google Maps and showed me in the daytime.
This is gonna get deeper because you're gonna have a hard time answering some questions here real quick.
Okay.
So make it make sense. How does somebody like that with 2 DUI convictions get a job at a sheriff's department and passed around until he murders someone in their own home before anyone thinks there's a problem? Comment section open. Let's get it.
Sonia Massey got shot because there's a systemic problem in law enforcement. When a police department finds out about misconduct of one of their own, instead of firing that police officer, he is allowed to quit. You know why? Because now this police officer can apply for another position at another law enforcement agency. I'm a teacher. If I assault a child or essay a child, I am fired on the spot. And guess what? I can never teach again. I can never work at another school again because that record will follow me. Why is it that police officers can go from one law enforcement agency to another, even though they have a criminal record? Sonia Massey's shooter, he had been fired 6 times in the last 4 years. He had 2 consecutive DUIs. He had no business being a police officer ever. The system has to change. If a police officer has problems with misconduct of any kind, he needs to be fired and he needs to have a record under his name. And there has to be a database of the record of that police officer so that he cannot be hired by another law enforcement agency. Why is this so complicated? Why doesn't it exist? There has to be a database on a national level of all police officers who get fired for misconduct of any kind. If I'm a doctor and I get fired by a hospital, that record follows me on a national level. And guess what? If a hospital wants to hire me, they go and look at my record. Why doesn't this exist for police officers? It makes absolutely no sense. In law enforcement,
I'm going to make it very clear to all of you guys. When it comes to law enforcement, they believe that the system is going to support them all at means. Even if that individual is a dirty cop, okay? Look at the statistics of many cops who had done wrong. And it's so obvious, besides they had the body cam or they had somebody that was a witness recording or whatever. Let's take Rodney King, for example. This happened in Los Angeles sometime in the 80s, I believe. And it was multiple police officers beating him. It so happened that somebody had a footage and they was able enough to record when they dragged him out of the car and was beating him to death while with batons and other police officers were watching. Okay? When they took him to court, when this whole situation, he was hospitalized, and when he finally went to court, they acquitted the police officers, even though they had probable cause and evidence to prove not only was racism, that they did things behind their scope. Then when they had a riot, that is when they had to turn around and overtake the case and put those police officers in jail. The only time they will start doing justice is when people start doing justice of their own. If you know what I mean. I'm not trying to spear hate or cause any type of problem or vigilante or what you call it. But this is the same situation that's been going on for years after years. These cops have a contract. We don't know what their contract is. Even when they make their oath, they believe that they must shoot to kill and ask questions later or just don't ask no questions. We saw on the footage how he shot her and he did it intentionally. Okay? There was no reason why the situation is. And then we saw the aftermath when he showed no remorse. And his partner was showing remorse, but he didn't show remorse. Matter of fact, he didn't even have his camera on. He had it halfway on and then he turned around and shut it off. That's intentional. But you see, we're not attorneys. And the problem is, there are people that's on this app. You have a Caucasian girl trying to justify the means, and she's not an attorney. So they take that in perspective because they watch this social media and they watch all the conspiracy theories and they find coups and stuff to find things to be lawful for him because they want to reinstate him. And this is like, and the way how they made the application to reinstate him, that's a union thing. And that's why I say I don't trust unions. You know, literally this man is wrong. He's been arrested. He's been arrested and convicted to various states. And he has lost his job 6 times. So this to me is a hazard police officer, but they're not going to take that in consideration. You'll be surprised what is in the background of these cops and how they look. Some of them are part of white supremacy, and you can see it on their tattoo because they have tattoos representing white supremacy, representing they are part of a members of initiation. But you got a country that gave association and a charter to the Ku Klux Klan, and majority of them was linked to the Ku Klux Klan. So what do you expect? It's sad. And then you have another blogger showing an AI video and know that shit was AI, and then trying to demonstrate that she threw the pot of water at the man, and come to find out that wasn't the actual footage. Okay? Then you have a one in the bonnet in her head trying to justify that she shouldn't have touched the pot. She should have just turned off the stove like he told her to do. Nobody told her to pour no water into no sink. Come on now. So when you look at these type of things of people coming over here trying to be detective and police officer and all kind of stuff, they're going to take those things in perspective. Okay? Because people don't realize that this can affect your family member, but they don't want to see that like that. But like I said, the justice system is wrong, but you have a potential president that wants to be elected, and he came out of nowhere and talk about he's going to overturn the police officers and give them immunity. Okay? What is that saying? You have a country that supports gun laws. And even though these guns are causing rift and murder and mischief towards the society and being a menace to society, and innocent people are dying, you see senators wearing a pin representing guns every time a child becomes unalive. Don't you think that's kind of disgusting and kind of weird? Sometimes when I look at it, and you guys don't believe, to have a cop like him, I believe that they are trained, and I believe that they have some kind of code or some kind of society that the government is the one that registered them to be reinstated to this job and to turn around and be the infiltrator to our minority culture or even black culture. And you guys don't believe it. 6 times he been fired, and all of it is about recklessness and misconduct. And he goes to jobs, and he murdered a woman, and he did it cold blood, intentionally. And the justice system still want to reinstate him. He gets an attorney where the taxpaying people have to pay for it. And it's not through his union. The whole entire court and everything is under taxpaid people. To me, they should have threw the book at him, but they don't. The only thing they did was deny him bail and make him be in jail until they actually have the trial. But you look at all of these cases where these cops kill unalive innocent men and women and children who are black and minority, and they get away with murder. Then they turn around and slap the family with money that's coming from the taxpaying money and half from the county. That's not justice. That's not justice. To me, that's sacrifice. And people don't see what's going on. Okay? And they're going to do it again, because it's always a recycle season when they do it, whether it's election or some kind of political event to prove a point of what a leader has done. Sometimes I say to this, that they look at people on their social media or look on their social security, and then when their number comes up, then they do this. And I'm just saying this allegedly. No, we can beat our heads to this. We can beat our heads to the pole, to the wall. And let me tell you something, it's never going to change. We are a target. They have a target on our black people and minority people, and they have the justice system to deal with it. Police officers are not there to serve and protect and to help the streets and stuff. It is to build a wall of oppression. And one guy has said it, and it makes a lot of sense. You look at your county, look how many people that's in your community, and you look at the numbers of police officers that's in a precinct or a squad. If you in a minority community and there's 100 of y'all, they will have 200, they will have police officers over the number of the population of people. Why? Because that is to basically to show the authority over the people. And 9/10 of the time is people that's not in your community that's part of the precinct, or don't even understand the environment. When a police officer comes to your house, do they act strange and they act like you're the perpetrator and they act like you're going to cause something or do harm to them, and you can't even ask them a question or talk to them? Yeah, because that's what they're trained to do. You got to look at the situation of this. Police is not there to scour out and look at if somebody robs your house. Police is not there to solve a dispute or a situation that's happening in your house. They're going to tell you that that's what the court is there for. Okay? They are there to basically filter out and infiltrate the situation. And that's what they're trained to do. Find out, you Google up what is a police officer's duty. It's not about no mental health or no situation. To me, the county needs to change the protocol, especially with people that have mental health. This is the umpteenth time that somebody has been unalive because they have mental health, because police officers don't understand that type of situation. They're not trained for that in some counties. Okay? And at the end of the day, they're going to find anything that they can to reinstate this guy and to even get him out of jail because of the color of his skin. Okay? And because he has connections. And you guys understand that it's messed up. It's really fucked up. Okay? Because they should throw the book at him. But they're going to find a way. And they do that to all of these police officers. They protect their badges. They don't protect the people, even the tax-paying people.
Like seriously, lovelies, if you listen carefully to his voice, you will know that this young man know exactly what he's doing. He's acting based on the superiority that he feels inside of him. He's acting based on I'm just gonna do whatever I wanna do and get out with it and get away with it, and there is no one who has the audacity to actually stop me. So these guys, found out that this man 2 years ago, he did, some kind of something that is not straightforward. He gave a false report. Like for someone to give a false report, tells you the kind of human being this person is. No wonder in the footage that was going around on TikTok where they asked him what really happened, and he decided to say that the young lady came up me with I rebuke you in the name of Jesus and I just have to do what I have to do. Let us just assume that the footage was not just going round on TikTok and whatsoever. That means he could have also give a fake report on this said incident and also get away with it while he continue with his job. Like they are so concerned of their job, they don't care what happens in the process of doing their job. They just get away with it and continue with their work and act as if nothing happened. What was the first information that he gave? Like that means he is someone of this caliber, and these people still allow him to continue, serving the public. They allowed him, they gave him the liberty to go around with, the fire he has. I seriously love this. This is just getting interesting. So all because of maybe he has a privilege, the color of his skin and all of that, they found out all of these things about him. They even have to apprehend him. And what later happened? Why didn't they relieve him of his work? Why did they still allow him to continue his job? You saw that this person does not have any form of credibility. You saw that this person does not have any form of, but anyways, he has a supremacy. He can do whatever he wants to do. Since the color of his skin is involved, they just allow him to continue his job. This is it. Let us assume that after they found out his kind of person, and they decided to, relieve him of his job and maybe probably tell him to go do something else that he's fit. We will not be saying or will not be talking about, something like this. This is the problem. The problem is that they feel that they have the privilege to do whatever they want to do and get away with it, and nobody will question them. Like he feels that he have the contact. So I'm just gonna do what. Who are you to actually, judge me? Who are you to come for me? This was the reason why his grandmother-in-law have to write this article. She has to write. Nobody is talking about how my whatever-in-law to be feels, because what they don't care. This is something that they enjoy doing. This is something that they feel that okay, we are the ones that is ruling, so you just keep quiet and take whatever we want to give you. They don't even like the fact that people are, protesting. People are, speaking out. They don't like the fact. That is why she have the audacity to actually write that. Not only this, he is even, like all of these things are just giving me headache, because the thing is that something like this have been happening, and there is no measure. There is no, measure that has been taken to make things like this not to happen again. Like they just keep on, speech upon speech, justice for this and that. But what are the measures? What are the precautions to take in order to stop something like this from reoccurring? Like, oh my goodness, lovelies. Why I am just confused is that if they have found, like, if they find some kind of negativity in this same individual, why is it that they continue to allow him to actually do this kind of job? Why not maybe put him somewhere or some department that wouldn't warrant him to go out and meet people? Because this guy, he's actually very, DAN to human beings. He's actually very Dan to humans. He's not supposed to be he's not supposed to be carrying any arms around. Because one, he has a very bad record. Two, he's someone that is high-tempered. He's very aggressive. If I rebuke you in the name of Jesus can actually make you that angry, that means if someone is even nice to you, you can just get very angry for someone being nice to you. Like, seriously, these kind of people are not supposed to be roaming around the street. He is supposed to be somewhere in some kind of mental institution to calm him down. Seriously, lovelies. Like, it's so disappointing that the people involved know his kind of person and what he's capable of doing, but they still allowed him to continue with his duties. Why? Like, okay, why are they now showing us this 2 years ago, stuff? Why is it that they didn't take precautions then? Why is it that they didn't stop him from committing or doing further, harm, which he has done today? Like, seriously, lovelies. Anyways, why not just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video, and do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or whatsoever. We're just here for educational purposes. So please subscribe, your thoughts in the comment section, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Why not just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or whatsoever. We're just here for educational purposes. So please subscribe to this channel if you're yet to do that. Like, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one.